It doesn't matter if your savings are in the form of bitcoins, gold bars, or real estate. Luxury watches are always a smart addition to any type of investment portfolio. You cannot go wrong with a Rolex watch, which is distinguished by its constant appreciation in value as well as its unparalleled popularity. When it comes to selecting watches, there are a number of factors to consider in order to get the most value for your money. When it comes to fine timepieces, Rolex watches are without a doubt the best option available. Their value has remained extremely stable over time for a variety of reasons, including a long history of tradition and excellence, a brand strategy focused on innovation, and the extremely high reputation that Rolex enjoys around the world among both connoisseurs and novices. Welcome to the luxury world and get inspired with us today and tomorrow. Here are the top 5 Rolex models you should be investing in 2022. Number 5. Rolex Submariner Date Hulk, reference 116610LV. On the 50th anniversary of the original Submariner, the first green Rolex Submariner Kermit was released in 2003. The Hulk, its successor, debuted in 2010. Rolex collectors and enthusiasts don't take long to come up with catchy names for their favorite Rolex models. And the Submariner Date 116610LV is no exception. The Rolex 116610LV is a full stainless steel Submariner date with a striking green bezel and dial. The Submariner was initially met with some criticism, but it went on to become one of the most popular modern Rolex Submariners watches available, selling out in boutiques all over the world and commanding hefty premiums on the secondary market. With that in mind, the Rolex Hulk's popularity hasn't waned despite its demise. If anything, it has sparked the interest of Rolex collectors even more. Jewelers have a hard time finding the reference 116610LV. Don't wait too long if you're thinking about purchasing the 116610LV reference. Number 4. Rolex Cosmograph Daytona, reference 116500LA. It goes without saying that the Rolex Daytona is an excellent investment. It's Rolex's only chronograph, and it's known for its high price and prestige. Anyone who owns a Daytona should consider themselves fortunate. The current list price is easily doubled in market value. Given that the Daytona, which was only released in 2016, was previously valued at around $17,000, the increase in value has been enormous. The Swiss luxury brand's reference 116500LA is still the most difficult to obtain, and its popularity has never been higher. The case is equipped with an extremely precise caliber 4130 self-winding movements with a paramagnetic blue parachrome hairspring and a 72-hour power reserve, which was originally designed as a tool for professional race car drivers. This modern Rolex Daytona has a black dial and a ceramic bezel. This is one of the most sought-after watches in the world today, with over 2-year wait lists at authorized retailers. Number 3. Rolex Explorer 2, reference 216570. At one point, the Explorer 2 was considered a low-cost insider tip. Those were the days, but they are long gone. In 2011, Rolex introduced the reference 216570, which pays homage to the original reference by reintroducing the 24-hour hand in orange while increasing the case size to 42mm and enhancing the indexes and hands, resulting in one of the brand's largest watches to date. The watch's internal innovations include a parachrome spiral or variable inertia balancer, as well as a paraflex system that has been certified by the COSC as anti-shock. This watch has a battery life of 48 hours and an oyster class of the latest generation with an adjustment range of 5mm. At the Watches and Wonders Fair in 2021, the new model was unveiled to commemorate the 50th anniversary of the company, which will be celebrated with a special exhibition. The fact that these watches appear to be very similar at first glance doesn't detract from the fact that the new model contains numerous innovations and differences that can be easily distinguished by an expert's eye. Number 2. Rolex GMT Master 2 Pepsi, reference 126710BLRO. One version of the Rolex GMT Master has a distinctive two-toned blue and red bezel, and both Rolex companies introduced watches with this bezel color combination at Bezel World 2018. The BLR moniker, which stands for Bleu Rouge, blue and red in French, identifies the new GMT Master 2 reference as the Pepsi. Pepsi was quickly given to the distinctive blue and red bezel by collectors. The Pepsi-Cola company colors were red on top and blue on the bottom, with a white band in between. Regardless, Pepsi became the name of any Rolex GMT Master with a blue and red bezel insert. The colors were initially used to distinguish between day and night in the second time zone. This information, as well as other specifications for the watch, came from Pan American Airways, who requested that this model be made. New jet planes were intercontinental flights, shorter and more popular at the time. The demand for watches with a second time zone has also increased as the number of flights has increased. The GMT Master's popularity was aided by the colored bezel's high level of recognition in addition to its aura of a pilot watch. Number 1. Rolex GMT Master 2, reference 116710BLNR. The Rolex Batman is unquestionably the most expensive and well-known of all Batman watches. Of course, we're not talking about any watch that Bruce Wayne wore on his wrist. The Rolex GMT Master 116710BLNR, which features a two-tone black and blue bezel, is another of their watches that has earned a superhero screen name. The dual time zone feature on the Rolex GMT Master 2 Dark Knight or Batman watch uses a matching blue color on the GMT Arrowhead hour hand, which has a luminous feel. This GMT time zone complication is extremely useful for people who frequently travel or may cross to a country or state in a different time zone. The dial features a Cyclops magnifying lens over the date window and a luminous seconds, minutes, and hour hand with luminous hour markers. One of the advantages of this watch is that the dial is very bright and legible even in the dark. Our index and dot markers, as well as our hands, are filled with luminous material that glows a bright blue color. The Rolex Batman price has skyrocketed in recent years, and it's virtually impossible to find one for less than the MSRP anywhere. Furthermore, it does not appear as though the price will be reduced at any time in the near future. As a result, now may be an excellent time to sell one. This is one of those exceptional timepieces that if you purchased one a couple of years ago and never wore it, you would be sitting on a few $1,000s more than you paid for it originally. Because of the recent volatility in Rolex prices, there is no guarantee that the price will fall in the foreseeable future. Therefore, if you purchase one, you should expect to pay at the very least the full retail price. When considering whether or not to purchase a Rolex as an investment, the price is an important consideration. What you want to avoid is purchasing a model that is overpriced and will depreciate in value over the next several years. This is one of the reasons why stainless steel is a wise investment option. If you are considering purchasing a Rolex as an investment, purchasing a pre-owned model is the best option. Everyone is aware that when you purchase a new car, its value begins to depreciate as soon as you drive it off the dealership lot. As with a new luxury watch, when you purchase an older Rolex, the initial depreciation has already occurred. This is also true for a newer luxury watch. If you make a better decision, the likelihood of the watch's value increasing in the following year increases. Keep an eye on the auction houses for new listings. It is possible to gain an overview of the luxury watch market by checking auction houses for the most recent sales and figures. If you are considering purchasing a high-end Rolex, you can request a free valuation from Sotheby's, one of the world's leading auction houses. Look into the current market value of the model in question and compare it to the asking price. Subscribe to well-known luxury watch websites and blogs and keep up with the latest industry trends by following the experts in their fields. If you follow these 3 rules, you'll be in a better position to make an informed decision when deciding which Rolex watch to purchase. If you believe this video is helpful, then please hit the subscribe button and click the bell icon so you're given a heads up when our next video goes live. This is the Luxury World, and we'll see you next time.